Are you spending forever setting up your filming and putting away your equipment just to make one video, and then you have to do it all over again next week? Well, there's a better way. Hey, I'm Dee Dee, and as an entrepreneur and a content creator and a person with a life, I had to come up with a better way than just making one video at the time. And today I'm going to show you how to batch film. That's how to film 2 to 4 videos in one day so you can be done for a couple of weeks or maybe even a month if you upload once a week. This is how busy people stay consistent on YouTube without YouTube taking over their life. And here's what most people do, and I'm just going to give some random days here. On Monday, they set up their equipment. They film one video and they put everything away. Next Monday, you set up your equipment again, film one video, put everything away, and you repeat this every single week. Every time you film, you're setting up your space. You've got to get your lighting right. You got to adjust the camera angle and get in that right headspace. Putting it all away when you're done, that setup and tear down, it can take just as long as the actual filming. So you're wasting 30 to 60 minutes every time just on logistics. And here's what batch filming does. You set it up once, you film your videos back to back, and you put everything away once, and you're done for the month. This saves massive amounts of time. You set up once, not 4 times. It gets you into a creative flow where you're already warmed up after that first video. It guarantees you're consistent. You have content ready for even when you're really busy and something happens to throw you off track. It reduces that decision fatigue. You don't always have to wonder, what am I going to film tomorrow? Or what's coming up this week that I need to film? If you've got these batch filmed already, it's already taken care of for you. And it frees up your calendar. Filming one time instead of 4 gives you the whole rest of the month. If you're posting once a week, it gives you the rest of the month to be clear to do other things. And if you're building a business, batch filming isn't optional. It's really essential because your time is worth so much money and we just don't have a lot of time to waste. But before you can batch film, you got to prepare. This is the key. You can't just show up and wing it. You've got to have a plan. So step number 1 would be to choose your video topics. Pick 4 videos you want to film. Write them down. And the pro tip here would be to make them related if possible, because your brain is already in that mode. So for example, if you're a life coach and you're making videos about confidence after 50, film 4 confidence-based videos. That way you're not switching from topic to topic. So for like video number 1 might be how to rebuild confidence after divorce. The next one might be setting boundaries after 50. Number 3, overcoming fear of judgment. And number 4 would be how to find your purpose again. Your brain stays in that confidence and empowerment mode. You don't have to shift gears all the time. Another example here would be if you teach organization. Video number 1 might be how to declutter your kitchen in one weekend. The next video might be a 10-minute daily reset routine. Number 3, organizing on a budget. And number 4, how to maintain an organized home. It's that same energy, it's the same mindset, and it's all connected. Now, a bad example would be like number 1, how to organize your closet. Number 2, my morning skincare routine. And number 3, a recipe for chicken soup. And number 4, why I love to read. These are all good videos, but they require totally different energy and tone, and you'll burn out halfway through. You got to keep your topics related and stay in that one lane for the day. Step number 2 would be to write your scripts or outline. Don't show up on filming day without knowing what you're going to say. You need either a full script written out for all videos or detailed bullet points for all videos. And I talk about this in my scripting video, and I'll link it here. One of these places, I'll link it here for you. And I break down the whole scripting process. So my method is I write scripts for all 4 of my videos, and then on filming day I just read or riff. Takes me 2 or 3 hours, maybe more, to write the scripts, preferably a couple of days before or the day before so they're fresh. But on filming day, it's just about executing, no thinking required. Now, step number 3 would be to plan your outfits. I know this sounds silly, but it really matters, and you have 2 choices. You can either wear the same outfit for all 4 videos, or you can decide to change clothes. Now, for me, I only change my top because that's all you can see. But for others, they might have to change their whole outfit. Option A, wear the same outfit. Fast, no decisions, and you're consistent. The cons is that people might notice if they binge watch. But I have to tell you, I don't really notice. I mean, I notice what they're wearing, but I don't care if it's the same thing. And option B would be to change outfits between your videos. The pro here is it looks like you're on a different day. But it does take time. You have to plan ahead. I usually have to iron something, and that just takes even more time. So my recommendation, if you're a beginner, is to wear the same outfit because nobody really cares. And it saves you 20 minutes. And if you want to change, lay out your outfits the night before and don't decide on filming day. Don't do anything that's going to clutter up your day. Step number 4 would be to try to prepare your space the night before if possible. I know not everybody has the luxury of having a dedicated space, but if you can set up your filming area the night before, you're going to everything the next day is just going to be so much easier. You just walk in and turn it on, sit down, read through your script, and go. But you're going to want to clear your background, set up your tripod, your phone, your camera, test your lighting, and make sure everything's charged. That's a big one. Make sure it's all charged. Because really on filming day, you don't want to waste your mental energy on these logistics. You just want to show up and film. So let's talk about my actual filming day and how I get it done. I like to film in the morning because I'm a morning person, and I usually like to start about 8 or 8:30. So I turn on my lights, I turn on my camera, I hook up my mic to make sure the sound is good, and I adjust anything if needed. Then I sit down and get in the zone. I review the script. I read through the whole thing one time first, and then I take a few breaths. I actually do a few practice takes, even recording, so I can just see what everything looks like. I get comfortable. Sometimes I just move around a little bit, do a happy dance, whatever it takes to get you a little more energy. And then I start filming. So the first thing I film, after I've tested everything and make sure it's all good, I take a few thumbnail shots just in case I forget at the end. I film my hook first because I want to make sure this is good, because this is the most important part. And I do know that there's some creators out there that film this last. And I have found the reason to be true that as the video progresses, I get a little more into it, my energy gets up, I'm in a rhythm, and so filming the hook last puts a little more excitement in the beginning. So you might want to try this one. And as I talk about in my scripting video, I film this in segments, not one long take. Then when I'm done, I take a break. I stretch. I go get something to drink. I go to the bathroom. And I review the footage quickly just to make sure it all recorded and the sound was good. And that probably took me about 45 minutes. And then I'm on the video too. And I just repeat this same process again. And if I'm going to change clothes, I would do it here before I start the video, obviously. But make sure you get thumbnails in the old outfit first. Then I would move on to video number 3 because I'm in a groove by this point and it just feels so much easier. But after I'm done with video number 3, I have to take a break. I have to go eat lunch. I'm really bad about working right through the whole breakfast, lunch, dinner process. So I have to make myself take a break here. And your mind really needs that break. You got to eat something and step away from the camera. Rest your voice. Don't watch your footage while you're eating lunch. Just let it sit. Let your mind have a minute to relax. And then video number 4, that's your final push. Same process. You got this. You're going to be done. By 1 o'clock or so, I'm usually done filming 4 videos. And then I can turn everything off. And if I don't have a dedicated space, which I do, but I could put all my equipment away at this point, then I'm going to transfer my footage to the computer and label the files very clearly. So total filming time for those 4 videos is about 3 to 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer if you're slower in the process. But if you were doing this on 4 different days, that's 4 days, 4 setups, 4 teardowns, 4 getting ready, probably more than 6 or 8 hours total. So you just saved 2, 4, maybe even 6 hours by batching. And here are some tips that's going to make batch filming actually work. Start small. If 4 videos feels overwhelming, start with 2. Film 2 in one day. See how that feels. And then next month, maybe try 3 and work your way up to 4. Don't burn yourself out on day 1. Film when you have the most energy. For me, that's in the morning. I'm fresh, my voice is clear, I'm sharper. And if you're a night person, film at night. Don't force yourself to film when you're exhausted. Pick your best time. Tip number 3 is to keep your scripts nearby. Whether you're using a teleprompter, bullet points, or printed scripts, keep them close. Don't try to memorize it. You'll waste time, and I promise you'll get frustrated. And tip number 4 is don't aim for perfection. You're filming 4 videos. They don't all have to be your best work. Aim for good enough. You can always edit out your mistakes. Just keep it moving. And tip number 5 is to build in some buffer time. My schedule has breaks built in. Use it. I mean, if you rush through all 4 with no breaks, you're going to be exhausted. Your quality will drop and you won't be happy with your video, and you might not even post it and you'll want to redo it. Breaks keep you fresh. Tip number 6 would be to batch edit. I can't do this one. I like to get into each video and really concentrate, and I'd rather do these on different days. I need real concentration here. But if you're pretty good at editing, just try to knock it all out at one time. Tip number 7 is to label everything immediately. The second you finish filming, label your files clearly. Trust me, if you wait 3 or 4 days, you're not going to remember which video is which. And I label mine based on the title of the video. What if you film 2 videos and you're exhausted? Well, I'd say stop. Don't force it. Film 2, take a break, and film the other 2 tomorrow or next week. Batch filming is supposed to make your life easier, not more stressful. And if you push through when you're burnt out, your videos will suck and you'll honestly hate the whole process. And you'll just quit. And it's okay to adjust. The key here is don't be perfect. Perfect is the enemy of done. And here's the bigger picture. If you're trying to build a business using YouTube, you can't afford to spend 4 separate days every month filming. Y'all know how fast these days fly. You think you're going to have plenty of time, and then something comes up, and then you're in a crisis. You have other work to do, and you have clients and projects. You have a life. So batch filming gives you that time back. 1 day filming equals 1 month of content. And if you have a business, that means the other 29 or 30 days, you're running your business. You're serving your clients. You're creating all those lovely products, and you're living your life. YouTube doesn't have to take over. It fits into your life. That's the whole point. You're not trying to be a full-time YouTuber. You're trying to build a business that YouTube supports, and batch filming makes that possible. So here's your challenge. Pick 4 video topics and write your scripts. Block out 4 to 5 hours on your calendar and batch film it. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to get it done. To the best of your ability, of course. Drop a comment and tell me how many videos you're planning on filming this week. And if you need help writing your scripts, watch this video next. I go through it step by step and what actually works for me. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.